Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. What is going on? Doing this from my phone, my computer, and I've never done this from my computer. Hopefully I know what I'm doing. Doesn't look like I know what I'm doing. Okay, let's see. I get an echo, so it looks like I'm live. Okay. I think I'm doing something here. I see. Okay, if you can hear me and see me, say something. Let's pull a chat here. Let's see how I can. There's live. Sorry, guys. Bear with me here. Okay. All right. Clicking. I usually do this from my phone, and now I am doing this through the computer, and maybe it should have been easier to do it from my phone. Yep. There. 4. Okay. Okay, I see somebody. Hardest man in tarot. Hello. Okay, so you can see me. Good. It's going to be a short one. I wasn't going to do a chat, but I was trying to get others to do it, and nobody was taking the bait. It's like late. It's 11:07 here in Jersey. And I got a message on Facebook alerting me to something that kind of upset me, and wasn't sure if I was gonna do it or not. Come online and share my plight. So some of you might know I have a couple of decks out, and I don't search the web. I'm not like, I'll see if people post stuff, but in terms of like where, I usually sell my own decks, and I got a message from somebody telling me, a lady saying that yet again, hi Stormy, yet again, somebody has pirated my deck and is selling it somewhere in the Ukraine, and I'm just like annoyed. I'm upset. I'm just a little upset. How are you guys doing tonight? Hopefully you're doing good. Where are you? Stormy and Hardest Man in Tarot, where are you guys? And I'm drinking wine to kind of smooth the night out. Did I copyright? Well, it's copyrighted, but there's no way that I can fly to Ukraine and just, there's different, you're in Missouri, I'm in Jersey. I have no, I can contact them and tell them to take it down, and they usually do for like a week, and then they will post it back up. And I can't sit there and go every single day, So yeah, this is like the 3rd or 4th time that this has happened, and I'm just, and the nerve is that they posted they're selling the deck, and they're linking it. They're like, if you want to see more images, and they're linking it to my website. So it's like, hello? You have no like backbone. It's just wrong sometimes, It's just wrong. People do things that I get the whole price thing that it's sometimes, I mean, I know that it's expensive in terms of shipping from the US internationally. And I realize that, customs can sometimes be very, they'll take another 20 euros or whatever. But still, that's not, you know, not very nice to do, especially like, I don't know, should I get upset or should I be like, I guess I could be, I can feel humbled, I guess, because they like the deck and they're trying to pirate it. But then again, it is stealing, right? It's stealing. And I'm one of those that usually will put all the images up for people to see. And, there's a good and the bad. The good is that people know what they're getting. The bad is that I run into these issues. And, and not just me, there's other creators out there I know that go through the same thing. And I would contact them a couple of times whenever I found something. I'm like, hey, FYI, our stuff is getting ripped off. But, you can just go say, I'm going to, please, you start off with, please take it down. It doesn't belong to you. And then you go to take it down, or I will, press charges. There's a lot of creators that have, Stormy, there's a lot of creators that have problems with tarot deck being stolen. And it's just not, it goes for everything else. It's not just tarot deck. It's like, books that get, taken. And here's the thing. They take a deck. This is how they do it. They will purchase a deck from me, and then they will scan the images and reprint. So what happens is when they do that is you don't get good quality, because anytime you scan something that has already been printed, it gets pixelated, it doesn't look good. And then the quality goes down, and people will, they'll see the deck and be like, well, it's not good quality and stuff like that. So I saw that because on Facebook you get messages from people that and then you get messages like if somebody contacts you and they're not in your group, it's like a hidden message, and I don't get those. I don't see them usually. And I happened to see it tonight. I logged into my computer and I saw that there was like a hidden, it's like, oh, by the way, here's your deck. And I'm like, I opened it up and it's like, there it is. Lo and behold. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I don't want to promote that site anyway. But it's just the nature of the game, right? Nature of the game. And what have I been doing? I started writing the book for my the Abyss Tarot that's coming out, and this has been really fun. And it's a process. I haven't done that. I've never done that, so this is like totally new for me. Let's see. Plagiarize, yes. I have actually, but the thing is, like, there's different in terms of attorneys. Like, you can contact somebody, and then you go into this whole international, because it's like international law. You have to like have somebody physically in the Ukraine kind of represent you. And really, I'm not gonna like fight it that long. It's a question of principle, I guess. It just annoys me because I think I got more annoyed because they linked to my website So like here, you can see all the cards. By the way, buy it from us, you know. So that's what happened. Out of the country, when people buy things from out of the country, they get the shipping is much higher. So like for a small package is like $20 to ship internationally. And then sometimes, depending on the country that you're in, you will get charged customs. So I think it's like anything above 15 euros in the UK, they'll charge you like another, 10 euros or something. So you're paying for the product, you're paying for the shipping, and then they're adding another customs fee. And I know a couple of countries do that. I think UK, France, Germany, I know does customs, Romania. So there's a bunch of countries that do that, which is kind of annoying, you know. I mean, we can't do anything from here, like the sellers, you know. There's nothing we can do. I know. I thought initially it was 65, but then I had people say that, like, for decks that were listed at 30, they were getting charged customs. So, and my own mother, who lives in Europe, I sent her a package, and then she had to pay like a lot of customs, and she told me that you have to kind of mark it down, I guess. I don't know. In any case, all these people get a lot of, they get decks, but then they have to pay all this extra money, and they don't want to deal with that. And I get it. And so, you have them being pirated. So yeah, that was fun news tonight. It's like, what I mean, I've had this happen before, and I thought it was down for a while. I checked the website, and there were nothing there to show, and so it was. Now it's another one. It's like they keep popping up like mushrooms. All these like weird sites that will kind of steal your work. Like you work on something for like years, and then all of a sudden it's like, but I got tricky. Like this last one that I worked on, I posted every single card but one. So they can't rip it off because they don't have one card. They don't know what it is. So if they do make up their own thing, then it's going to be the wrong card. It's not going to be the right one. So I've been writing the book, and I started, I printed a tester deck. Let's see, I'm reading here. What's your deck or your site? Okay, so I have a couple of decks. I did the Hidden Waters Tarot, which is like based on Rorschach. I'm going in order. Then I did Oracle of Echoes. And then I did Claire de Lune Lenormand. And I think I did then a second edition of the Hidden Waters, where I changed some cards and put it in a tuck. And then now I'm working, I finished it. It's called the Abyss Tarot. And that one I'm not distributing. It's going to be distributed by US Games, but I have to write the book for it. And it's a slow process. I can draw fast. Writing is the issue, like we all are good with one thing or another, and having to put myself in a different mind frame than I'm normally comfortable in is new to me. And it's going along. It's going along. But yeah, those are the decks. And I worked on the Bone, Stone, and Earth Flesh Tarot. I'm the illustrator for that, but I'm not the creator for that. But I'm the illustrator for that. And How many? Should I count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 decks. But I do other things too, but this is like what's out there right now. So yeah, I was working, I was doing my thing, and then I usually listen to other live YouTubers, and I was like, okay, who's going on? And nobody was going on live, so there you go. I got challenged. And I'm still trying to figure this out because I'm not used to the YouTube format. I'm used to the phone. It's so much easier on my phone to do this. It just automatically just pops up, and I don't have to do anything. Here I had to like go in and manually go and just fix things. I think I did it right. I don't know. I go on Facebook a lot and I do like other things, and yeah, it was Saturday. It's been a slow day here, but it was something that I wanted to talk about, the fact that this does happen. You know, your creation gets kind of stolen and pirated, and I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, my husband was saying, well, you know, that means they really like your work. I'm like, yeah, they do, but it's like it's being taken and distributed somewhere. And yeah, I have, well, one is the one I have right now in stock. The Claire de Lune is out of stock. I have more coming in, which is the Lenormand deck. It's coming in, we're in May now, so end of May. And then the other one I have is the Hidden Waters Tarot, which is being sold directly from the printer. So if you do a search on it, it'll come up with its own website and you can just go directly to the printer and purchase it. Because I was trying to keep the costs lower. That one was more expensive because of there had more cards in. And when you go over a certain number of cards, the more cards you have and the more heavy it is, the more paper they use, the more expensive it's going to be. So and then I have to have it shipped to me. So I have to pay shipping to me. So I have to add that on top and then resell to other people. So I was like, I'm just going to cut the middleman, which is me. So I don't have to get it shipped to me. So I'm just going to leave it there, and whoever wants it can just go directly to the printer. So they're out there. The Bone Stone is not out yet because it's still at the printer. So Ink and Flame. Oh, okay. So Ink and Flame, what's going on? I was a little, I came on because I'm a little annoyed. I found out that one of my decks is being pirated again in somewhere in the Ukraine, and I was having mixed feelings about it. So I was just pretty much bitching, you know. That's what I'm doing, to be honest. And yeah, so that's what the issue was. I was like minding my own little business here, and then I clicked on the message. I'm very thankful for the person who alerted me to that. I'm going to try and take them down, but most likely they're going to be back in a week. I mean, I have sold, I guess, what is it called? Wholesale to some people, to some countries. And so, but I know where I sell them. I sold a couple, and I know that it's either in a tuck box or it's in a box. And if it's being sold in a little bag, it's not from me. I mean, it has a bag. It has, you know, I know how I package it, so I know where it's coming from. So yeah, I'm a little frustrated because of that, and a little, now I have to go back. I'm going to go have to do search on all my decks and see where they are in the world, which I don't usually do. But you know, the Abyss Tarot that's supposed to come out, and I did pull I don't think I shared it on YouTube. I shared it on Facebook. What did I do with it? Oh, I have it somewhere. Oh, here we go. So, most knockoffs have bad card stock too. I know they have bad card stock, and that's the problem. Like, people they'll get it and they'll think that it's from the creator, and then they'll give bad reviews because it has bad card stock. And there's not much I can do. This is the one that's going to be that I just finished now. So this one is all black and white, and it's going to come out sometime next year, I guess. It's called the Abyss Tarot. And I just pulled a little proof for myself so I can write the book, because I'm a visual creature. And if I don't have them all laid out in front of me in suits, then I'm not going to be able to write anything. But I'm not sure, when you give it to a printer, when a publisher picks up your stuff, you have certain guidelines that you like it to fall in, but in the end, the product that comes out can sometimes be a little different than what you intended, I guess. So my intention was to have this as a borderless deck, and I'm hoping it'll be like that, but who knows. And so, yeah, this is my work for the next couple months. Yes, Stormy, you have to sell the rights. You sell the rights, yeah. You have rights to sell your artwork so the drawings that you created or the paintings, you can sell those. You can sell prints, but you give out the rights to the publisher, and they do everything. They'll print it, they'll write the books, which is honestly, it's a pain to do all that. So I'm kind of glad that I don't have to do that. At the same time, you lose. Do you get a percentage per deck sold? You do get a percentage. Yes, there's each publication, each publisher is different, but most of them they'll vary in a couple of points, I guess. But yes, you get a percentage, and you get royalties. Pretty much, that's what they are. You get royalties from the sales, and depending on how many sales you have, you get those certain royalties. And if you sell overseas, I'm in the U.S., so if they sell in Europe, some publishers will distribute. So I know U.S. Games will have stuff in Europe. I'm not sure about other publishers, but it makes it easier that way for people who live in those countries. So I don't have, they don't have to pay all the high shipping costs that they would pay if they were to buy directly from me. So that's good, and I'm comfortable with that. And I have other decks that I have on my mind to make, so it's all in here, and I'm keeping it all bottled in because I like to work on projects and finish. I'm very organized that way. I'll start one thing and I'll finish it, and then I'll move on. But if I deviate, if I start, I'm gonna start working on this, then it's all over the place. So I need to focus and finish the writing, and then once that is taken out of the way, then I can go back and continue my other deck that I have in the back of my mind. Oh, thank you, Ink and Flame. I hope so. I hope they do good. Yeah, I like them. They seem really nice people, really nice people, and I'm sure they'll do their best, and I hope that it'll come out next year sometime. And again, it's I was planning on having it out this year, because I was going to just write the book, and when it's your own, you know what you're doing, right? And it's not that complicated. Well, it is complicated in the sense because you're dealing with printers and that's like a whole mess. I don't even want to touch. Um, but um, you you know you have your own timeline and stuff like that, and it's easier that way. Um, but yeah, I hope they won't rip this one off because they'll be getting in trouble. Not with me. So this one took 3 years to make, guys. 3 years. I got like a Facebook, one of those Facebook notifications that says 3 years ago you posted this, and 3 years ago I posted like the Empress card, which was like one of the first 3 cards that I did, and I was like, oh my god, it's been 3 years. Oh, it felt like yesterday. I was so sure that it took like a year and a half. No, it was 3 years. It took me 3 years to do this. They do get ripped off more in Flame because they know that they were not going to go after them too much. Yeah, they get ripped off. But to be fair, I've seen like a lot of decks that have been out on the market that are in their little category there, and so they have no shame when it comes to what they're going to get. If they know it sells, they're going to rip it off, and they don't care because they know that who's gonna come from the US and try to find them in their little makeshift place, right? To knock on their door and say, stop doing that. Yeah, the long production time. Yeah. You write novels? Nice. What kind of novels do you write? Do we know them? Do share. I have not written a novel. I don't think I could. I'm all over the place. I'll have an idea and then it'll go somewhere else. Young adult novels. Well, that's awesome. I love young adult novels. I'm all like, it's one of my favorite genres, to be honest. So, yeah, I mean, if I can totally see myself. I'm Romanian, so my family is the border. So Romania borders with, um, Russia, and I can just like fly, go home for a week, and then just like track them down and knock on their door. I'm here. Give me my cards. That'll be a good. I'll do like a live transmission as I'm going in after the guys are ripping me off, right? That would actually be kind of funny. I bet you it'd get like get them to stop for a while. I love young adult novels. I don't know. They put me in a different mind frame. Like, so obviously I'm middle-aged woman. I have 2 kids, and it's I'm very adult all the time. So it's nice to kind of go back into that mind frame where you were young and just everything is a different like mindset. So I actually enjoy that. So I have, I used to, so before I had kids, I used to read like very deep philosophical novels. It's different. And then I had kids and I was like, I need something to just like make me feel good, and just mentally, like I love my kids, and they give you, it's like you're so their energy is so high, right? During their little kids, so their energy is very high, and you can't stay at that high all the time. As an adult, like you get tired, so you need something to decompress. Yeah, I mean they're different now, right? I was walking. I went to Barnes and Noble a couple like last week, I think. And I always gravitate to that section. It's like I'm walking and I'm walking. I always end up in the young adult section, and I wonder, like, gosh, it's like I look like I'm buying books for my kids, right? No, I'm buying books for myself. So, um, and the young gothic, like the gothic ones, I like those too. Stormy, so that means that you're young at heart. If you don't have no kids, so you're constantly young at heart and young at mind. That's the way to go. Although I have to hide some of them now. I have like some novels that are not, appropriate. And my daughter, who's 10 now, she's an avid reader, and she like grabs books and like looks at them, and I was like, no, I need to hide these. I need to put these away. These are not appropriate for a 10-year-old. Yeah, it does. It does move a little faster. Yeah, you get, but I think that I love the fact that some of them also have like it's a series, so you it just keeps going, right? It's like it's a good thing. Yeah, well, I can't have like I have like a couple of books that are totally inappropriate, and I have to like put put them, Not, I don't think she would understand very much of. I mean, who knows? They're tricky like that. But just like some tarot, like I have a lot of tarot decks, but I would not have anything out there that's too, promiscuous for. I also have a 7-year-old, so a 7 and a 10-year-old. So I have to put. I have to make sure that what I leave out is okay. Like I was working on. I remember working on the Bone Stone, and one of the cards that we did was, I think it was the Ten of Swords. Yes, the Ten of Swords. And the guy was like, it was just like this dead person, and it was like the birds are eating his insides, right? So I had stuff here out, and they came in, and they saw that. Mommy, what's going on? I'm like, oh, okay. So it's night too. You don't want to give them nightmares. So now I'm like, every time I finish painting something, I'll like flip it over because, I never know who's going to come in here. I don't know if I have anything here that was too, I'm looking at this one, the black and white one, if there was anything too scary for them in here. No, that one did they asked a lot of questions about this one. This one's not that they're fine. So there's a gap forming between the young age books and the young adult books, leaving some readers at a loss. Not if you're always a permanent 14-year-old at mine. It's just like that's how I am. So, my mental state is still at 14. And so I'm okay. I'm still in that. There's no gap there. Well, it was graphic in the sense like there was, so they don't watch any horror movies or anything. Because I don't watch horror movies because I'm like, I can't sleep. And it just shows, birds eating a corpse. So it's a good 10 of swords, but they were a little, they wanted, oh, what's going on, And there was another one, I can't remember which one. I can't remember it now, which one it was. No, not the nudity. Not nudity, not so much. Nudity, not so much. But if it's like something that's like, death and, might be a little too much, especially if they go to bed around that time when they see it. Yeah. They're less interested in the books for 8-year-olds, but 5-year. Yeah, yeah. Well, she is an avid reader, so she finished off all the Harry Potter books, and she's reading like beyond her level. And in order to keep her interested, I have to give her more advanced books. So that's you can't go around it. So, oh right. Great. Hello. There we go. And there we go. I think I figured it out. I don't know how to make mods. That's the thing. I'm trying to figure it out. I can try. Stormy. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see. I just clicked on it. I can click on stuff. How do I? Nope. There. And click on me. Okay. I am. It's not doing anything. Wait, I think I have to go into. There we go. I think I can go here. No. Let's see. No, it's not that easy. I could do it on my phone, and here it's not that easy. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, how do I do it? Let's see if I can toggle. I gotta learn how to do this stuff. I don't do a lot of chats. No, I know. I can see your picture. I just can't. It won't let me click on. Like you can. Usually when you're not in a live chat, you can click on the person and it'll come up. It's not letting me. It's not letting me. I'm trying to make a moderator. You'd think it'd be easy, right? You'd think it would help you, but it's not helping. It's not helping. Wait, what if I do this? Oh, there we go. I think I did it. There you go. Stormy, you're a moderator now. So, how do they find people? Honestly, it's like, okay, for those of you out there who are trolls, really? I mean, don't you have anything better to do at midnight than to troll and talk about your privies? Honestly. Yes. It's just, we should troll trolls and, do the womanly thing that we like to do. We can just nag them to death. That's the best one. Oh. Anyway. They probably do search lives. Yeah, I think they don't have anything else better to do. But I'm talking tarot. It's not like I'm talking anything that's interesting to them. I was waiting for one to happen, It's like, I think this is my first troll. I feel honored. I feel honored. It's my first troll. But they can be scary sometimes. So I'm looking forward to events that are coming around. There was that. So the reader's studio I missed. I was gonna go to it, and I just found out at the last minute. Um, they were doing it. I've been hiding under a rock apparently, so I didn't realize that there was a thing going on this year. And then the last minute when I was like, okay, I could probably go because it's like an hour away from me. I'm in Jersey. It was in New York, in Queens. So I was like, okay, I can probably go. And there was no more spots. So I was like, okay, fine, next year. So next year I'm looking forward to doing it, to going in it. Reader Studio was, so yeah, it was in Queens. I believe it was at the Marriott Hotel that's right by the airport, by the LaGuardia airport, I think. So it's like, if driving from here to there would have been like an hour because of traffic. But it was okay. What's the focus of the read? It's just, there's a lot of tarot classes, and just there's publishers that come there, and it's just really interesting people, really beautiful, intelligent readers that will put on amazing classes. And I was just going to go as a viewer, I wasn't going to participate with my decks or have a booth or anything, because I wasn't prepared for it, because I didn't even think about doing it. Maybe next year I'll go, but I would probably go just like myself, and not have a booth yet. And in terms of what's going on in the next couple months, I think there's like a whole tarot-thon where they go from channel to channel and they're reading tarot. So on YouTube. So I'm looking forward to that the next month or so. It's fun to watch. So yeah. It would be good, but I have to, it's a lot of setup, and you have to be there 3 days. I believe starts on a Thursday, 4 days actually. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's a all day thing. I'm assuming like if you have a booth, you have to kind of be there. And I have kids, and they're little, and there has to be somebody here to be with them. And my husband works, and I work from home, but somebody has to be there. You can't just let them run loose in the house, because it would be like Home Alone. Not good. And because it's so many days, you need to have coverage. But I'll try and figure out, like, maybe I was trying to go for like a day and then, not do the whole 3 days. But there's only one day that you can actually go for one day. It's like the Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday you have to go. So I couldn't do that. And it's not cheap. It's quite pricey a little bit. So yes, you'd have to take off work, yeah. But there's, they had Thursday, Friday, so the kids were still in school, and then Saturday and Sunday would have been an all day. And it was like short notice. Like I said, I didn't even realize. I've heard of it. I knew it was happening, but for some reason it just went out of my mind, and I didn't think about it. And then I realized that it was happening like the next week, and it was too late. Maybe you should hook up with someone and share a table. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. See, I don't think about these things. Yeah, it would be a trip to, be able to take the decks there and, sell them there and all that. It would be really fun. But I'll be honest, I'm a little bit nervous too. I've never done that, so it's just I do everything from my own space here. So it's like going outside of your comfort zone, and who knows? Yeah, cover potty breaks. Yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna run home to Jersey for an hour. I'll be back in 3 hours. Um, yeah, I haven't done a lot of YouTube lives. I've done like I think I've done more on Facebook because I was doing them for the tarot group that I had for this deck that I was making, and yeah, and then I got this thing tonight, and it just annoyed me. So just like I need to vent. I need to vent. But thank you guys for hanging with me. You might enjoy it more as a non-seller, just enjoying the classes. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go and take the classes. I knew Ethany was going to be there, and Beneville was going to be there. So I really wanted to meet them and take some of their classes, and meet some of the people that are in the community too. Hi, Liv. Hello. People are. I don't know. It's like sometimes notifications come on later. I've gotten like notifications like late for some lives, and yeah, now I have to figure out how to save this when I turn it off. It's just watch it like disappear. I didn't know that some YouTube channels cover the. I didn't see that. I have to look that up. Okay, so you did get a notification. Okay, yeah. For some reason, like I've noticed that even though I'm notified to some channels, I mean, I'm subscribed to some channels, and I do have their notifications on, I still don't get them, or I will get it. It's weird. Like it'll come up on my email. It'll say like an hour later, so and so was live, and I'm like, okay, it's a little late now, But it on my phone, and I do have them turned on my phone, so it should come up on my phone too. But sometimes they don't, so I don't know what exactly they're doing. Tom Benjamin. Oh yeah, I know Tom. I don't know him personally, but I know of him. He had a video up. And I hear sniffing at my door. It's probably my dog. I don't think my kids are sniffing at the door. It's probably the dog. I have a Vizsla dog. He's the sweetest thing, but he's like a Velcro. They call them Velcro dogs, and he's so clingy. Like he is. If I cook, he's underneath my feet. If I have to go to the bathroom, he's like at my feet. He's worse than a cat. Like a cat, you know that you expect that of them, but he's like a cat. He is literally like a cat. Yes, it's true, right? It'd be kind of freaky if it's not the dog, it's not the kids. Husband, I don't think he's going to be sniffing at the door. So, that's weird. Yes, it's the dog. It sounds so weird. It's a Vizsla. So he's a Hungarian hunting dog. He's like 50 something pounds, skinny kind of dog. He's very sweet. He has the same color of hair as mine, and I did not do that on purpose. I'm sure it's kind of funny. Everybody tells me like you and your dog have the same hair color, and yeah, he's very sweet. He's very sweet. He just loves attention. He's like my third child. He really is like a child. It's like if one of my kids will try and sit in my lap, he will physically put his head in between us and tries to like knock them off me so that he can come and sit in my lap. He actually knocked off my daughter. She was she was on me trying to cuddle, and he just squeezed in between, and knocked her on the floor, and then climbed on top. So it was just it's funny to see. If I open the door and I let him in, he will not leave. He will not leave. And he will start eating. The problem is I have art supplies around, and he will start licking stuff. Like he will like start eating. And I had like some herbs one time that I didn't put away, and he was like trying to eat them. So it's he's all over the place. He's 2. He just turned 2. So he's I guess you'd be what, a teenager. He's 14 in human years. And he's cute though. He's our baby. The youngest. He's the youngest of our kids. That's what we say. He's the youngest of our kids. So, what decks are you guys working with now? Let's see. Oh, you got one, Stormy. Good for you. Oh, Stormy got one. Nice. That was quick. I didn't even see it. Here, I can do that too. Deck of the Bastard. Is that how you say it? Bastard? I don't have that one. Lily White Tarot this month. I was going to get that actually. I saw the Lily White and the Lily Black. I guess there's the both of them. It looked really nice, but it was a little pricey, so I was holding off. Dark Goddess Tarot. Yeah, so I want the Lily White, and I did get a couple. Let's see if I have it here. Did I bring it up? Okay. Let's see if I have them. Where's the little baggie? Okay, I got the Roots and Wings Oracle. I got this one. So it comes with a little pamphlet brochure kind of thing. And that's the back of it. Ah! Ooh, what fell? Let's see. Inner Vision Kindreds. Okay. I have to look that up. But yeah, these are the backs. And the deck is really nice. I like it. I like the cardstock. It's very matte and has like a very good quality feel to it. So this is the one I got this month. Let's see. Like the customer. Bastard. The customer. Soul cards. I have both soul cards. I did not get the pink soul cards. I think that's what they're called, the pink soul cards. I have both of the versions that were older. A reading. I haven't done live readings. I'm not like Kelly from She's Good. Avalon's like on the spot. And this one I just got, so I think I have to get myself more familiar with it. And you know what I mean? Like I could probably read from an older one. Which one? So I got that one, and I got this one. I shared this on like it's called Tarot of the Inner Mask, which is, I go for like weirder things. It's like has like an interesting roots and wings. Yes. Where is it? Roots and wings. It's on Etsy. I got it from Etsy. So this one has like all these strange figures, you know, and I saw it. I figured it's strange, and I had to have it. And plus, it's black and white. It is a game crafter, so the cards are not bad at all. The boxes, they make them a little too big for the cards. I think that's what the issue is, and they just need to just adjust that. Like, look, when you, I mean, I know it has like a little thing that goes in, but when you create a box and there's that much space inside, that's why it gets ruined. It has to be, it's tailored to the number of cards that's in the deck. So if there's like 70 cards, they actually have to measure and make the box according to how many cards are in the box. It's different. It's like I really don't know how it's yes, tarot cards. We're talking tarot cards. That is, yeah, I don't know why they're building them like this. I think it's standard. They just they make standard boxes, and you get what you get. That's why when you go with a more professional printer, they will custom make them, and then you don't have to go into this issue and this problem. So unfortunately, you know, but I use the bags anyway. You need some sleep, Ozan. Yes, I agree. I need some sleep too. It's like midnight here, but I'm probably gonna go work more, do some more work. So I work better at night. 7 a.m. So that means you are in Europe somewhere, assuming, or definitely not in the US. Let's just say that. Stormy, you're an hour behind me, so you're more towards the west. Yes. Eurasia. Yeah. Yep. 7 hours. So good morning to you, I guess. 7 a.m. there. Good morning. Turkey. I've been to Turkey. Very nice country. I love Turkey. I was in Istanbul long time ago. I think it's like 30 years ago. 30 years ago, yeah. Beautiful. I know the time zones, and you gotta love the internet, right? It's just this somebody's at the other opposite end of the world, and you're having a chat in some country, and it's just weird. Before, I remember when there were no, like, you just have to write letters and wait for a month for them to get them to the destination. So bye, Liv. Yeah, I'm actually gonna wrap it up because I have to write more. I'm procrastinating. I was supposed to come on for like 15 minutes, but chatting with you guys, and you know, yeah, they're the next day. So you're a time traveler, Ozan. You're a day ahead. So we're in the past. You're in the future. Oh, isn't it weirder when you fly? Right, when you're flying from here and you're going to Europe somewhere, and it's like you're time traveling in a plane. Pretty awesome. Crazy, right? Yes, you are living in the future. All right, guys, thank you for hanging with me and helping me process my little predicament there. Hope everybody has a great night and morning wherever you are. And best wishes to you too. And I will see you guys hopefully, in the future with better news. Thank you, Stormy, for moderating. Bye, guys. Have a good night.